E aí moçada, quem tá falando aqui é o Bruno. E neste vídeo vamos jogar só mais 5 minutos de A Golden Wake. Continuar a nossa série aqui, mais um episódio. No episódio passado a gente completou todas aquelas... Pegamos os planos, vendemos, compramos aquela casa, conseguimos fazer amizade com a mulher do jornal para poder fazer publicidade. Terminamos o capítulo, passou agora para a próxima estação, né, a primavera. E agora a gente tem que ir na sala do Merrick. Onde que é a sala do Merrick? Não? Não é aqui. Mr. Wilson, Doc Demers, Doorway. Deve ser pra cá. A sala dele é mais espaçosa que a minha. Não. Vou lá com o Doc.
Hey, Doc.
Howdy, Banks.
How are things going for you?
Not bad, not bad. Although, being cooped up in this office is starting to get to me. I'm itching to get back out into the field again.
Deve ser
Oh,
aqui.
which reminds me. Are you doing anything later today? I could use your help with something.
I should have a little time available. What sort of help did you have in mind?
I'm going to be conducting a demonstration for some prospective buyers, and I need a volunteer. But in order to keep things under control, I can't just pick any old egg. I need a plant.
So you want me to be your volunteer?
If you'd be so kind. I'll have my cart set up in a field near the corner of Granada and Bird. Drop by this afternoon and I'll give you more details.
Everything going well for the development?
Not well, no. Things are going gangbusters. We're expanding every day and getting ever closer to the big project.
Big project?
Oh, don't you worry. That will be revealed very soon.
Better hit the bricks.
Righto.
Double doors.
Alfie, good to see you. Please come in.
Fancy.
How do you like the new office?
It's a bit crowded, but much nicer looking than the one downtown.
The success of Coral Gables isn't going to be about money or sales. It's about aesthetics.
Well, you've certainly gone above and beyond in that department, sir.
There's no need to be so formal. We're all a big family here. Please call me George.
Fair enough. What was it you wanted to see me about, George?
Ah, yes, of course. I'm giving you a very special assignment. We've been doing fantastic with sales thus far, but I've decided to try a new approach. I'm calling the project State Days. Each week, we'll bring down a group of people by bus from a different state. But it won't just be enough to show them around. We need something more. A spectacle.
What kind of spectacle?
Ah, this is where you come in. I want you to ask around, see if you can find some sort of performer or show that will impress the crowds.
I really wouldn't know where to begin.
You're a resourceful young fellow. I'm sure you'll find something. Which reminds me. Here you are, the keys to your own company car. It should make getting around town much easier.
No fooling? My own car?
It's cheaper for us to have you drive yourself around rather than pay for taxi rides. You can drive, can't you?
Well, I admit it's been a while.
Just take care not to run into any ditches and you should be fine. Oh, and also, this telegram arrived for you this morning. I was going to send it along with my secretary, but you got here first. Now get to it. I've got a group from New York coming in 2 days and I want some entertainment for them.
I'm on it.
O que tá escrito no telegrama? Mother informed me of your success in Florida. Have come to Miami to visit you. Had no personal contact details, so sent message to your office. Meet me for lunch at Cable's dinner on Aragon Avenue. Então meu irmão ficou sabendo do meu sucesso aqui e veio me visitar. Que beleza. Ok, como é que eu saio daqui? Double door. Vamos lá. Tenho então que encontrar performers. Meu irmão. E mais tarde ajudar o Doc. Vamos lá. Sales Office. Winner. Demos Demo. Vamos ver se a gente encontra algum performance aqui. Morris.
All good with you, Morris?
Yes, sir. I hope all is well with you too.
Só o Carlton Mix.
Hello, Meeks.
Thanks, it's good to see you.
Hello, Meeks.
Thanks, it's good to see you.
Nada. Oh, eu peguei a antena. Por que eu peguei a antena? Vou precisar pra ela em algum lugar. Óbvio.
Hello, Meeks.
Thanks, it's good to see you.
Bate nele. Não. Então vamos sair, né? Nada a se fazer aqui.
There he is.
Beauregard, how nice to see you.
Oh, why so formal, Alfred? Aren't you glad to see your brother?
Of course, I just wish I'd had a bit more of a warning is all.
Oh, come on. Who needs warnings with family? Anyway, let's have a seat. I was about to chew my own arm off waiting for you. So, tell me what you've been up to.
Why don't you tell me what you've been up to?
Not too much, really. I've kind of been in a rut, to tell the truth. I feel like I could use a change.
Why don't you go to work for the company?
Morris is still peeved at what happened with you. He hasn't been very receptive.
Oh. Look, about that.
You don't have to explain yourself, Alfie. I know you couldn't possibly have done what he says you did. Whatever really happened, you're better off having left that place.
Thank you, Bo. I appreciate your support. I'm working on an assignment at the moment.
Oh yeah? What?
I've been put in charge of finding a spectacle to sell lots to people coming in from out of town.
No kidding. Sounds like fun.
It's not fun, it's work.
So, who's to say work can't be fun?
You've never worked a day in your life, Bo. How would you know?
Are you gonna start with that baloney again?
Fair point. Anyhow, I have yet to find anything suitable.
Well, if it helps, I overheard that guy over there talking about how his wife was a wing walker or something. Might be something worth looking into.
You know, it just might. Thank you, Bo. I've been doing fairly well, to be honest. I managed to get hired by George Merrick my first day down here.
Well, ain't that just the berries? That your heap out there?
Yes, I was given a company car this morning.
Hate to imagine what company it's been keeping.
What's that supposed to mean?
I just figured a high-profile guy like Merrick could afford something nicer, is all.
It's been great catching up with you, Bo, but I really should get going. How long are you planning on being in town for?
Well, actually, I was considering moving down here too.
Really? You're gonna leave Mother alone?
She'll be fine. She's got plenty of friends in the neighborhood. Besides, it's gotten to the point where I'm feeling like more of a burden than a help.
And she's actually letting little baby Bo come down here on his own?
Knock it off, will ya? She doesn't mind it so much knowing you're here. Anyway, I'll be here if you get any more time off today.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Vamos falar com o caboclo aqui.
Pardon the interruption, folks.
Huh? Oh, what can I do for you?
Pleasure to meet you, sir. And madam, my name is Alfred Banks, but please call me Alfie.
How do you do, Alfie? The name's Richard Burns, but everyone calls me Curly. Over there's my wife, Mabel Cody.
Pleasure's all mine, Mr. Banks.
Are you folks from down here originally?
Nah, we're just traveling around with our act.
Your act?
Sure, ain't you heard of Mabel Cody's Flying Circus?
Flying Circus.
I'm afraid I haven't. Please, tell me about it.
Why,
Monty
it's the
Python.
most exciting and daring show you'll see all year. We got a biplane which flies unbelievably low to the ground, and Mabel walks across the wings. We've been touring all across the state,
Não vai
impressing
dar
crowds in
certo.
the hundreds.
Sounds exciting. Are you for hire?
Always. Who's interested?
Have you ever heard of George Merrick?
The guy who's developing this area? Sure.
Well, he's in need of a spectacle to entertain crowds he's planning on bringing in from out of state. I think your flying circus would fit the bill perfectly.
Sounds good. But don't forget about our little issues, Curly.
Of course.
Is there a problem?
Well, a couple, actually. But really, they're more minor setbacks than problems. Our pilot just quit to get married, so we haven't got anyone to fly our plane. Then there's the plane itself, which got a bit damaged during the last show. And of course, the small issue of requiring payment in advance. But we could still talk business. These are just minor setbacks that can be easily resolved.
Isso não vai dar certo.
You say you haven't got a pilot?
Well, at the moment, no. Like I said, our guy quit last week.
I heard there's a pretty good pilot in town, but we haven't been able to get a hold of him.
Oh, yeah, the Flynn or something like that. If we could get him on board, that would be just ducky.
What's wrong with your plane?
Nothing too serious. It's being worked on right now. The mechanic said it should be ready by next week.
I don't know if Mr. Merrick wants to wait that long. Where's the plane now? Maybe I can see about speeding up the process.
It's over at the airfield near Granada Boulevard.
About your payment.
Of course, of course. Our fee is $50 up front. That gets you a full show, which lasts 30 minutes.
I'm afraid I haven't got that kind of money on me. I'll have to ask Mr. Merrick about it.
Sure, not a problem. Just let us know when you've got the dough.
I appreciate your time.
Ok.
No sweat, pal.
Não sei se esse show vai dar certo, né? Vamos lá no airfield. Minor setback, tô vendo.
Hello there, my good man.
Yes, sir?
Não falo sobre você.
You look awfully young to be an airplane mechanic. How long have you been doing this for?
6 months next week. But I've been working on planes since I was a kid. My father was an airplane mechanic during the war, see? So he taught me everything he knew.
Curly and Mabel sent me to check up on things. How long before this beauty is up in the sky again?
Shouldn't be more than a week. I'm kind of stuck waiting right now. There isn't much else I can do at the moment.
What is it you're waiting on?
I have 2 parts on their way. One's a piece for the rudder, and the other's a magneto for the engine.
What about this magneto you mentioned?
The magneto for the ignition is damaged, and I'm waiting on a replacement to come in.
What sort of engine is it?
Curtiss OX5. Fairly common engine in these types of planes. Some boats, too. Unreliable piece of junk, really. But they mostly get the job done.
Any idea where I'd be able to get one?
Order from the manufacturer, like I did. Aside from that, any place where there's lots of planes or boats would have them in spades.
I think that gives me an idea. By the way, where is the magneto usually found on the engine?
Right at the bottom in front. Can't miss it.
Ok.
How badly is the rudder damaged?
See for yourself. Looks like something took a bite out of it.
So what are you waiting on to fix it?
A new rudder top. Should be here in a few days.
Is there anything that might be used as a substitute?
Any decent-sized wooden plank would do in a pinch, sure.
I'll let you get...
See ya.
Ok. Isso não vai dar certo. Usar peças de outros pontos, colocar no avião. Ok. Marina, nós vamos conseguir um magneto. Tem um avião aqui.
Welcome to the Dinner Key Marina, sir. Please let me know if I can be of any assistance.
Hello there.
Fine day for it. What can I do for you?
Como você tá?
Don't you get uncomfortable standing out in this heat wearing dark clothing?
You get used to it after a while. And besides, there's a nice sea breeze that comes in every so often. Keeps things cool.
I suppose there are worse places to be standing around.
Yep, that there are.
This marina doesn't seem to have many boats.
Yes, well, hasn't been a commercial marina very long. It was taken over for naval operations during the war. But we're steadily getting more people coming in. My guess is people will be fighting for space within the next year or so.
That's certainly an interesting contraption at the end of the dock there, isn't it?
What, the hydroplane? Yes, it's definitely something to look at. It's been docked there for quite a while now. I actually can't remember seeing who brought it in. Shame, really. I'd like to ask the owner about it. Really quite a fascinating piece of machinery.
I'll just be on my way.
Have a nice day, sir.
Eu consigo chegar nele? Vamos ver aqui. Nada para fazer aqui. Então não deve ser aqui. Deve ter que passar em algum lugar primeiro. Vamos ver. Vamos lá no Demers. Às vezes fazendo alguma coisa aqui abre o caminho para outras coisas.
So what's this all about?
The future, my boy, the future!
And what will I be doing exactly?
You're going to be my plant in the crowd, but there's one last thing I need before we're ready to go.
What's that?
I seem to have misplaced my model streetcar, or maybe I left it back at the sales office. Could you go have a look while I finish setting up?
I'm on it.
Vamos voltar lá no escritório. Sales office. Streetcar. O que é o streetcar que ele está mencionando? Eu não sei o que ele está falando. Streetcar. Não estava ali no escritório. Bom, não estava na sala dele, né?
So what's this all about?
The future, my boy.
And what will I be?
You're going to be
Okay.
my...
What's that?
I seem to have misplaced my
My
model
model
streetcar,
streetcar.
or maybe I left it back at the sales office. Could you go have a look while I finish setting up?
I'm on it.
Model streetcar. Tá. Não tá na mesa dele. Deve estar aqui em algum lugar. Vamos ver aqui. Não vejo nada aqui. Será que tá no escritório do George? Deixa eu ver se ele viu.
George?
Yes, Alfie?
I think I may have found your
Eu já falo de uma
spectacle.
vez
Wonderful.
do
What is
pessoal.
it?
Mabel Cody's Flying Circus. She's a wing walker. Does all kinds of stunts, apparently.
Sounds like a terrific find. Well done.
There's just one thing. She and her husband require payment in advance.
I see. How much?
$50 for a 30-minute show.
Reasonable enough, I suppose. You'll have to take the money out of our business account. Just head over to the Bank of Coral Gables and tell them I sent you to withdraw the money.
I think there might be something wrong with the car you gave me.
Oh? Has it given you any trouble?
It just sort of makes this clunking noise sometimes.
I was told it was in perfectly acceptable working order. Oh well, as long as it gets you around, you'll be all right.
How's everything coming along?
Wonderfully. Thank you for asking. Clearly, you can see progress by way of the new office, but we're also expanding to larger projects. I've got my head architect designing a luxury pool, and our largest project is in the initial phase.
What exactly is this mysterious project I keep hearing about?
It'll be announced soon. I just need to iron out some details. But it will be worth the wait, I can assure you.
That's all for now.
Ok, não está aqui. O carrinho dele. Onde que tá? Onde estará? Não está no escritório. É possível que eu tenha que ficar andando para todos os lados. Vamos aqui no My Men's Club. Essa porta tá fechada ou tá aberta agora? Fechada.
All good with you, Morris?
Yes, sir. I hope all is well with you too.
Nada aqui. Opa. Que é isso?
Begging your pardon,
Yeah, what is it?
I feel this may be a silly question on my part, but are you a pilot?
Guilty as charged. Zachariah Flynn's the name, but everybody in the know calls me Flyboy.
In the know?
Sure, anyone with half a brain's heard of my heroic deeds during the war.
I suppose my brain must not be intact, because I've never heard of you.
Well then, allow me to enlighten you. During my first campaign, I was in a total of 57 dogfights, and I won every single one of them. I racked up 200 enemy kills and earned 17 Medals of Valor. Then I started my second campaign in 1915, where I... So that's basically a summary of my accomplishments.
20 minutos
Oh,
depois.
yes. Fascinating. I have a business proposal for you.
Oh yeah?
I'm in need of a pilot for an air show that's being put together. Would you be interested?
That all depends. What's it pay?
That's a detail we can negotiate later on.
And what exactly happens in the air show?
You fly the plane, and Mabel Cody does wing walking and other stunts.
Mabel Cody, eh?
Yes, of Mabel Cody's Flying Circus. They've been touring all over Florida.
Sounds interesting, but I have one last question. Why on earth would a pilot of my skill and fame want to work for some podunk air show?
Because it's being sponsored by George Merrick and his Coral Gables project. Surely you've heard of that.
Isso não vai dar
Of
certo.
course, can't throw a rock in this town without seeing ads for it. He seems to be getting lots of people interested.
He is. Just think of what all those people will say when they see you in the show.
Okay, I'll be your pilot, but on one condition.
What's your
Well-
condition?
I want to be the star attraction of your show. You'll have posters, right?
I would assume so, yes.
Right. I want them to make me out as the star.
I see. Any other requirements?
Well, now that you mention it, I want people to get excited when they hear my name. Also, I think the colors should really pop, like the kind that go well with each other, you know? And finally, I think they should be a manageable size so we can sell them to people and they can put them on their walls in their homes.
I'll see what I can do. Are you a new member here? I've never seen you around.
No, I've just been away for a while. I don't know if you've heard, but there was this little thing called the Great War.
Sure, but that was 4 years ago.
I had other things to do before visiting this fair city again. When you get to be as famous as me, there's a lot of demand for your presence.
Ok.
I'll see you later.
Take care, Mac.
No signs. Sem sinal do carrinho do cara lá. Mas ok, o piloto eu achei. Vamos no banco aqui, depois a gente volta no escritório. Tem que estar no escritório.
Welcome to the Bank of Coral Gables. How may I help you, sir?
I need to withdraw some money.
Thank you for banking with us, sir. Have a pleasant day.
I'll try my best.
Everyone with their hands up. This is a robbery.
Ótimo, hein?
I said put your hands up.
Now, just a minute. There's really no need for this.
Shut up, Mac. Nobody asked you to talk. Just put your hands up and hand over the dough.
Now, if you'll just listen for a moment.
Well, what are you playing at, bucko? I ain't got time to chat. Just hand over your dough before the boys in blue get here, will ya?
Agora eu não sei o que ele dá. Sweet Brown, Rapid Breathing, Handshaking. Matou, ok.
What do you think this is? Playtime? You just come in here, waving a gun around, demanding everyone put their hands up? Have you even done this before?
No, as a matter of fact, I haven't. But this ain't about my personal life. This is about you handing over your money.
Is this really what you want to be doing with your life? Robbing banks? Surely things can't be so bad that you have to turn to a life of crime.
What do you know, huh? You got no idea about my life. Times ain't so glamorous for everyone you know. Just 'cause you get to parade around in fancy suits doesn't mean it's the same for everyone else. Now quit trying to distract me and just hand over your cash.
Eu acho que o negócio é, já que ele nunca fez, vai ficar enrolando ele.
Face facts, would you? If you go through with this, you're gonna have lots of problems. Isn't it better to just give up and start over with your life?
It's easy for you to say. You ain't been through what I have. Now I'm sick of talking. Hand over the dough or you're gonna get it.
Okay, enough talking. So, what's it gonna be?
We've wasted enough time talking. Shut up and hand over your dough. I ain't kidding around. Hand over the dough now.
Não. Oh.
Look, I don't want any trouble. Just take my money and get out of here, okay?
Hey, thanks. I wish more people were complete pushovers like you.
You did a good thing, Banks. That guy was bad news.
I just wish there'd been another way. How am I going to explain this to Mr. Merrick?
Just tell him the truth. He's a pretty understanding guy. How are things going on the Gables project anyway?
Not bad. In fact, you might want to come to the Granada airfield in a few days to see for yourself.
Sounds like a plan. See you there, Banks.
Então tem que explicar pro carinha que a grana foi roubada. Onde que tá esse carro desse cara, velho?
George?
Yes, Alfie?
I'm afraid I have some bad news.
Oh?
I went to withdraw the money to pay Mabel Cody, and the bank was held up. I had to give the robber the money so he would leave.
Oh my. That is rather unfortunate. Well, we'll have to hope that Mrs. Cody accepts IOUs. Here, take this to her.
That's all for now.
Onde que tá o carrinho do cara, velho? Saco. Bom. Depois desse assalto, né? Parece que eu tô no Brasil. Vou encerrar esse vídeo por aqui. A gente se vê no próximo episódio tentando achar esse maldito modelo do carro. Um abraço. Até a próxima.